I mean, the other place to look in this market for insight into risk appetite is clearly Bitcoin, which was upset all last week. It has not traded well, as you know, lately. It did get a boost over the weekend, though, as the president announced plans for a strategic crypto reserve. Mackenzie Sigalos following that money for us. Mackenzie?
That's right, Scott. The prospect of President Trump's new national crypto reserve sent Bitcoin from $78K on Friday to over $95,000 this weekend. It's also been pushing crypto-aligned stocks higher, even as token prices begin to slip. Coinbase and Strategy, as well as Bitcoin miners Mara and Riot, are all in the green as investors react to plans for a U.S. reserve of 5 digital assets: Bitcoin, but also Ethereum and 3 high volatility tokens: Solana, XRP, and Cardano. Now, this is uncharted territory. The U.S. doesn't buy stocks or other investment assets, though that could change with the country's new sovereign wealth fund. But as of now, traditional reserves, gold, oil, even cheese, serve strategic, economic, or security purposes. But these tokens function more like tech stocks than sovereign assets to be held on the country's balance sheet. Now, critics argue this is speculation, not strategy, especially with a $2.1 trillion deficit. Even industry bulls are questioning whether taxpayer dollars should be spent accumulating volatile digital assets like Cardano, which surged 70% on Sunday. Now, all eyes are on Friday's White House Crypto Summit, where investors are looking to see whether Trump's AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, unveils a digital asset buying strategy. Scott?
Mackenzie, thank you for that setup. That's Mackenzie Sigalos. Weiss, I'm curious as to you trimmed the IBIT ETF.
Yeah, it's getting, my holding is getting down pretty low.
I would have thought maybe you're reinvigorated as a result of what Mackenzie was talking about, and maybe buy a little bit more.
No.
If for no other reason, even though you've never gotten your arms around the fundamentals, or your brain for that matter, you just don't believe in the fundamentals around it. You were in it for a trade on the momentum because of the new administration's apparent love affair with it.
And I stayed too long. Look, I'm still up on the trade marginally. You know, I have been selling on the way down, stopped out. But here's how I look at it. First of all, state's reserve currency is ludicrous. Reserve currencies are stable. There's not a lot of volatility in it, and they're not risk assets. This is purely a risk asset, as has been proven out over the last number of months, a year. Number one. Number two, you can't use it for trade. So reserve currencies are used to trade around the world, and you can't use it for trade because of the volatility. So to me, this is purely this is pure corruption, right? Trump's got a crypto business. That's why he's doing it, and also to appease his voter base. Call it for what it is. Now, we don't even...
You can call it for what it is.
I am calling for what it is, and I think most reasonable people...
Your opinions are representative of Steve. We should need a little disclaimer at the bottom. Steve Weiss's opinions are representative of Stephen Weiss only, and not in any way an indication of what CNBC, Scott Wapner, Jason Snipes, Shannon Zagos, or Joe Terranova think about the
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But we don't even know if he has the power to name a reserve currency, to declare this a reserve currency. So we have to see. Now, given what his mandate has been with Congress, maybe he can, but I'm not there.
Look,
real quick, I got to go.
I heard this news this weekend, and everyone said to me, "Oh, this is a reason to buy Bitcoin." I mean, are you kidding me? This is nothing. This is nothing different than what we knew going into the election and on election day. Yes, you have an administration that looks to be favorable towards Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but that doesn't mean today you're buying it on this announcement.